Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing and munching the shoots off of trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps did the cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and soon they began to roar. "Hey, look at that clumsy Gerald," the all animals sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off the dance floor and started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and all alone. Then he found a little clearing. He looked up into the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest sounds of music in those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you, and everything makes the music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up the violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. He threw up his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere, and he did a backward somersault and leapt up into the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was wide open. "I'm dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I'm dancing!" Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who had been at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find the music that we love." And this was the story of Giraffes Can't Dance. I hope you enjoyed this story. Thank you for joining me.